Hey soldiers, more and more Americans are starting to see what we as soldiers of finance have known for quite some time now. Inflation is here to stay. In fact, what we've got to worry about is creeping hyperinflation. No, you're not going to wake up tomorrow and prices have risen by 75%. But yeah, you may very well wake up 6 months from now and have that very thing have occurred. Now look, the official number is that inflation is up 3.67%. Come on now. You go to get healthcare, you go to the grocery store, you know good and doggone well inflation is up much more precipitously than that. In fact, let's listen to this young man who actually has the receipts on what food inflation looks like from Costco.
So I'm walking around Costco here and I'm noticing these prices. For example, these Madras lentils, $15.99. I bought those a year ago for $6.99. I keep getting told that we got, 6-7% inflation. You gotta be kidding me. Let's look at what else we got going on here. We literally bought this chicken broth, $5.69, 2 months ago. Dang, this is the flour we were buying for $5.99 last year.
All right, we've got staples here that are just through the roof. We've got a 43%, as he demonstrated, 43% increase on butter, a fat. We've got a 107% increase on mayonnaise, which is also a fat. Okay, try buttering your bread with it and toasting it at some point. It's pretty good. And then you also have the flour up just over 100%. So this is what we're dealing with. And Costco is saying, because remember, guys, I've recommended Costco on several occasions, and I still do, in terms of you pooling your resources with your family and like-minded friends and trying to beat inflation, lower those costs by pooling your resources on staple items that you all use. All right. So, for example, if you get, 4 tubes of toothpaste at Costco for a per unit price that is lower than if you went to Walgreens and got an individual tube, then use that arbitrage to your advantage. Okay. This is what we're going to have to do, thinking on our feet. And now, if Costco is going to go ahead and raise their membership price, then it's probably not a bad idea for the family to say, hey, we're going to, let's say it's 4 members again, we're going to go ahead and split the cost of that also in our cost sharing arrangement here at this big box warehouse store, Costco, to save money. Nearly a year after Costco warned that they'd have to hike membership fees and didn't, CFO Richard Galante told investors it's a question of when, not if, noting that the last time the company raised its membership fee was in June of 2017. So that tells you that Costco is not necessarily absorbing all of the benefit of these cost increases. No, things just cost more. One of the reasons for that is our energy policy. It has made it more expensive to transport goods from A to B. It has made it more expensive to produce goods. Keep in mind, we're talking about butter, so let's take it back. We got to have some cows in the mix, right? All right, so those cows need to be fed, and all of the farming equipment that it takes to do that is going to operate off of oil. If you want to transport the production of those cows, in this case, the dairy product butter, from the cow to the market, that's going to take oil, right? So Costco is saying, look, all of these costs are up. In order for us to increase our margins, we've got to hit you with an increase in the membership cost to this club. So you got that coming on top of what you've already seen in this video with regard to the price increases. Galante goes on to say, it's a little longer this time around since June of 17. since they raised the prices. So, to membership price. So we're 6 years into it. This is according to a transcript from the latest Costco earnings call. He says, but you'll see it happen at some point. We can't really tell you if it's in our plans or not. They usually do this every 6 years or so. So they're going to raise the price. And, why not? The big box store's Gold Star membership has cost $60 since 2017. After a $5 increase that occurred in 2017 from, of course, $55. Executive memberships cost $120. The comments about the price increases come as Costco topped market estimates for quarterly revenue and profit as consumers flock to its stores for cheaper groceries and other necessities, helping offset feeble demand for big ticket discretionary items. The membership-only retailer has driven robust sales growth owing to its ultra-low prices for essential goods and loyal member base, helping boost its market share despite a tough economic climate. I would say the tough economic climate is actually beneficial to Costco. More Americans, as you can see reflected in their performance, more Americans are saying, look, we cannot afford to just exist in America right now in the way that we did. Again, we use toothpaste, butter, flour. Can't afford to just run and get one unit of those because we're not receiving as much savings as we could be if we went to a big box store like Costco. What you got? Sam's out there, BJ's as well, right? I prefer Costco because, again, they've got those pizzas in there. Guys, look, I'm telling you, these deep dish pizzas they got in Costco. Look, I know a lot of you are into sports. If you're having like a game night or something like that, or just a movie night, this pizza is just out of this world. But I digress. You can see it's made quite an impact on me. So look, inflation, here's the thing. Inflation is going nowhere but up. We might as well prepare for it. And if it goes down at some point, which would be really weird and historically, unprecedented, because what have you known to go down in cost? Listen to this young lady talk about how what her parents were able to afford. Wait until she shows you what her parents were able to afford on a teacher's salary versus what her and her husband are able to afford on a teacher's salary. Perfect demonstration of the pernicious effect of inflation.
My parents are retired public school teachers. They're like younger boomers and have been teachers their whole lives. I want you to think about what life looks like for a household of 2 public school teachers with 2 kids today. Like, what does their house look like? What's their finances look like? Because this was my parents' situation. As 2 public school teachers, this is where I grew up, on a lake with a boat, like a 3-bedroom house. Not like a super fancy house, but a 3-bedroom house. There are currently 2 houses for sale on this lake. One is $530,000 and the other is $1.2 million. On the lake my parents moved onto in the 90s as 2 public school teachers with 2 children. They never had side hustles, they never had summer jobs, they had summers off. They were 2 public school teachers, and this is what that afforded them.
All right, so go back, tap into those videos where we talk to you about how to beat inflation, where you might want to put money, what you may want to do in terms of cutting back. Who else is cutting back? The banks are. Watch this video. Now look, if they see the efficacy in cutting back and hoarding this particular asset at this particular time, I don't know, maybe you should too. You got to do your own due diligence. Check out this video. Guys, I'll talk to you soon.